Hello, my name is Denise. Thanks for joining. We're going to go through a practice today involving some pranayama and then some standing poses, finishing off with shavasana. So finding a comfortable position to sit. We're going to start with alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to use your thumb and ring finger while placing the two first fingers on your third eye. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale through the right nostril, closing that right nostril, exhaling out the left. Close the left nostril after you inhale. Open right and exhale. Continue 7 rounds. Last round. And then relax the hands. That has a cooling effect. Our next pranayama will be Bastrika. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 20. And also we're going to incorporate our arms along with that. So for this breath exercise, we're going to sit in almost hero's pose. And so the objective is to inhale and exhale with force. So kind of like your, it's also called bellows breath. So we're going to use our arms with that. So as you're ready, forceful inhales and exhales. You can open or close the eyes. That's 20. We're going to take a short break in between. So we want to move energy. And also this helps control the body temperature. So when you're ready again, we're going to inhale and reach the arms up. resting for round 3. And just as a precaution, if you have high blood pressure or you happen to be pregnant, breathe slower. So be mindful that we're moving energy and creating heat within. So one more breath here before we begin round 3. And on your inhale, reach up. Good. And then from here, coming back to a seated pose, Kapalabhati, skull shining breath. It's kind of similar, only in this type of breathing, we're gonna accentuate the exhales. So the inhales are natural. They're not forceful, you're not trying, you're only going to snap with your exhales. So it's this kind of motion, in and out of the nose. So as you're ready, and that was 50 breaths. One last breathing exercise will be Ujjayi breathing, and this is actually the breath that you use throughout your practice. So you want to connect with your Ujjayi breath at any point while you're doing yoga, except for Shavasana and meditation. But Ujjayi also builds heat from within. So the way that we do it is we're going to engage the vocal cords. It's almost like you're fogging up a window, but with your mouth closed. So you can try that with your mouth open just for a moment. Now close your mouth. Ujjayi breaths are long inhales and exhales. It's creating an ocean sound. It will be audible to yourself and to your neighbors. So let's do about 5 or 6 Ujjayi breaths. So that was 5 Ujjayi breaths, and just for our practice today, most of our poses we're going to hold for 5 breaths. So that was about 20 seconds. That concludes our pranayama, and from here we're going to begin our Surya Namaskar. We're going to do 5 rounds of Surya Namaskar B, and we're going to move slowly here. So this is the time to engage your Ujjayi breathing, starting out feet together, and with your inhale, reaching up, reach back, exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips, inhale, halfway up, from here, step it back to plank. Here we're going to modify. If you can't hold full plank, we're going to lower the knees. With your inhale, exhale, lower down the chest. Inhale, pull through to cobra. Back to downward dog. Step the right foot between the hands. Release the heel down, coming up to warrior one, just for one big inhale. With your exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Stepping back to plank. Going through your vinyasa, with or without the knees on the mat. It's your choice. Lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, pull through to cobra. And back to downward dog. Stepping the left foot forward. Back heel rotates down. Reaching up for warrior one. With your exhale, bring the hands back down. One more vinyasa. From here, stepping the feet forward, sweeping the arms up to chair pose, and then coming all the way up and back. Hands to the heart as we conclude one cycle. Repeat, inhale up, exhale, fold. Hands on the floor or the shins as you lengthen your head forward. And then bring the hands to the mat. Come into plank. Again, I'm going to modify here by lowering the knees and then lowering the chest. Pull through to cobra. Back to downward dog. Stepping the right foot between the hands and coming up with a big inhale, warrior one. Bring both hands down. Cycle through your vinyasa. Pulling through the cobra. And back to downward dog. Let's step the left foot forward. Inhaling. And then bringing both hands down again. Stepping back to plank for vinyasa. Exhale as you lower down, elbows next to the chest. Pull through to cobra. And back to downward dog. Step both feet forward. And then sweep the arms up to chair pose. And then coming up to standing. Completing round two. Reach up. Fold. Come halfway up. Step it back to plank. Bring the chest down toward the floor. Pull through to cobra. Back to downward dog. Stepping the right foot between the hands. And inhaling all the way up to warrior one. With your exhale, hands back down. Step it back to plank for another vinyasa. And back to downward dog. We're going to step the left foot between the hands. Reach up for warrior one. You want to bend into that left knee. The right heel is touching down. Bring both arms down to the mat. Back to plank. Chest comes down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Back to downward dog. Let's step both feet forward. Sweep the arms up to chair pose. And then coming all the way up with the hands in front of the heart. Concluding our third cycle. Reaching up. Folding. Lengthen. Back to plank. chaturanga. Lowering down. Pull through to cobra. Open the chest. Back to downward dog. Stepping the right foot between the hands. Back heel touches down. Warrior one. And with your exhale, hands come down. One more vinyasa in between. And the left leg will step forward. Up for warrior one. Bending into that left knee, lunging. Exhale, both hands down. Connecting with your ujjayi breath. If maybe you've forgotten, it's a friendly reminder. Elbows next to the chest as you lower with control. Cobra. Downward dog. Let's step both feet together to the front. Sweep the arms up to chair. And then all the way up. Hands in front of the heart. Includes 4 cycles. One more time, reaching up. Folding forward. Lengthen. Back to plank. I'll demonstrate this time. Full plank. Lowering down. Pull through. Back to downward dog. Preparing to step that right foot forward. And with your inhale, reaching up. Exhaling the hands down. Vinyasa in between. Make your movements in your breath like a choreography. Moving in unison. Stepping the left foot forward. Coming up. Hands come down. And then vinyasa here. And we step both feet together to the front of the mat, sweep the arms up, chair pose, and come all the way up. Hands in front of the heart as we conclude our 5th round. Take a few breaths here, pressing the palms into one another. Feel the connection, and find your breath again. From here, relaxing as you open the eyes and step the left foot back. So the right toes are facing forward, the left heel is angled. Arms are straight as you reach down for triangle pose. And your next inhale, come back to center. We're going to pivot the toes. So this way we're facing toward the left toes. And repeat, left hand comes down toward the shin. And then coming back to center, bring the hands together as you step it to the front of the mat. Here we're going to step out. So we want to take a wide stance. Bring the hands to the hips for a wide-legged forward fold. So with your inhale, reach up, look up. And with your exhale, slowly fold forward. You can allow the hands to come down to the floor or come around the ankles. hands back to the hips, and with a deep breath in, slowly roll back up. Good, and step it together to the front of the mat. Next is Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1, combined with Warrior 2. We're going to step the left foot back once again, similar to how we did earlier, and then reach our arms up. 5 breaths. You can also connect the fingers and interlace them if that helps you. And then we're going to open up to Warrior 2. We're going to open up to the left side, but continue looking forward toward the right fingertips. Bring the hands to the heart as you face forward and step it together. In between sides, we're going to do a little side stretch, so reach the arms up. You can interlace the hands if you want, or just keep it open. Breath in to elongate. Breath out as you reach over to the right side. Breath in, elongate. Exhale over. And then relax the hands. Stepping the left foot forward. And then from here we're going to come back into Warrior 1. Opening up to the right side while looking forward toward the left fingertips. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Hands to the heart. Let's step it forward again. And then relax the hands. So next is Vriksasana, tree pose. So some of the ways you can modify is let the toes touch the mat and rest your heel on your calf. So this would be one of the easier versions. You can continue sliding your leg up the calf, or even assisting it for the top of your thigh. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Bring a smile to your mouth. And then relax. And for this variation, I'll show you how you can do reverse prayer on the other side. So find which position you're interested in, wherever you want to place your foot. You can either do reverse prayer, you can hold on to your elbows, or you can reach your arms all the way up. So let's take 5 deep breaths here. And release. So far, so good. So that concludes our standing and balancing poses. So from here, we're going to find our way back to seated. Next is butterfly, Baddha Konasana. So you want to connect the soles of your feet together, pull the heels in toward you, wrap your hands around your toes, and then sit up straight. So you want to feel like the hands are pulling onto the feet, and then creating a butterfly motion. Also continue to breathe here. From here we go into Janu Shirshasana, forehead to knee pose. So bring the right knee to open up to the right side while placing the sole of your foot somewhere on the inner thigh. Engage that left leg, so the back of the leg is still pressing down toward the mat. With your inhale, reach up and lengthen. With your exhale, fold. Try to touch your toes and bring your forehead closer to your knee. And then from here we switch it out. Left knee opens up. Lengthening up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And then bringing both legs forward. This next exercise is called Chaki Chalanasana. So it's the mill churning pose. You want to extend both legs out, pull the toes toward you, interlace the fingers, extend the arms. So we're going to go in circular motion. Use your breath. Inhale forward, exhale back. 5 circles. And then from here, we're going to reverse the rotation. Continue breathing with your movement. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Good, and that's 5 circles on each side. Here we're going to have a seated forward fold as you reach up and inhale. Exhale, try to touch your toes. Again, bringing the forehead closer to the shins or the knees. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, 5 breaths. Crossing the right knee over. So both knees are bent, but the right knee is on top. We're going to extend the arms out to the side and bring your right elbow to face up toward the sky, left elbow down. Try to connect the fingers behind you for a shoulder opener. 5 breaths. Also, you want to sit up tall here, so try not to round the back and look down. Try to look forward or maybe up. Releasing the arms. And since this is the right knee, we're going to hook the opposite arm, so the left arm, and twist. Try to gaze behind you. Try to gaze behind you as you breathe. We're going to switch sides. So simply crossing the left knee over. Extending the arms out to the side. This time the left elbow will face up, right elbow down. Same thing here, hooking the right arm to the left leg, twisting for 5 breaths. With your exhales, try to help yourself to twist a little deeper. Good, coming back to center. And so that concludes our seated postures. We're gonna finish here with bridge pose. So you wanna lay down and step the feet toward the hips. So the heels are closer to the hips. Pressing the palms down toward the mat, and then press the hips up. 5 breaths. Slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. And bring both knees into the chest as you hug and rock from side to side. Reaching the nose up toward the knees. Squeeze and make yourself into a tiny ball. Create tension, create fists. Tense the body up. And then finally, release and relax into Shavasana. Your final resting pose. Slow the breath, close the eyes, and bring your attention to your third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Feel your body weightless and feel supported by the ground. All your worries and all your weight is supported by Mother Earth. Relax the face and the jaw. Staying in Shavasana for as long as you need. Continue your meditation. But for now, we finish our practice with Namaste.